Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays IXION. Today Alright, we're gonna continue exploring the system. There's a lot of exploration to be done. Ooh! Drilling through several layers of debris, the Gears team finally reached the vegetable production area. They were greeted by the floating corpses of UN soldiers and crew. Rough. A few district workers seem to have reached emergency cryopods before depressurization. Sick! More cryopods! We just started thawing people out. Hydroponic technology was used aboard the Etemenenki to grow fruits and vegetables in large vertical aisles. Recovered yield reports detailed how hierarchical rationing reserved the rarest of foods for higher-ranking crew members, although the remaining food production facilities were unusable. A few intact storage containers were found by the team. Retrieved resources have been prepared for extraction. So this is the first window we're seeing into how the Etemenenki kind of functioned. So it's kind of interesting considering our ship is very egalitarian, and you could almost argue like it's a socialist environment because everybody is treated the same in the Tiqqun, regardless of what your job is or what you do and all that stuff. Whereas we're starting to see, based on this part here, the rarest of foods for higher-ranking crew members, the UN ship still functioned under a lot of, like, the old Earth system of, you know, there are certain people that are better than other people, and they get food, which doesn't make any sense in the context of trying to survive in space. Like, everybody should get the same stuff, because there is nobody that is more important. Maybe there is somebody who would, like, if they died, the ship would go down with it, but they shouldn't really get better food. They should just be protected at all costs, you know? So it's just kind of interesting. This is a great way to build resentment in your people and possibly lead to mutiny. So we've learned personalized instructions, which is interesting. Let's investigate the animal pens next. They will investigate the food production area dedicated to animals to better understand the workings of Etemenenki. Let's go check the tech real quick. Is that something I have to research, or do I just get access to it? Looks like I have to research it, but once we get industrial enzymes, you know, that's 30%. The one thing I've never actually paid attention to, do these compound or is it replaced? You know what I mean? Like, if I do accelerated growth, I get 10%. With intelligent design, do I get 30%, like a cumulative? Or do I get just the 20% replacing the 10? Like, if I go here, can I tell? I don't know if I can. Somebody will have to report back to me what is the case. I have to imagine it's replacing, because if you got... Maybe it is cumulative, I don't know. I would imagine it's replacing, that's just my gut feeling. But, I don't know. Oh, we are investigating the animal pen, that's right. So you guys are still working on the command center, you're working on food, you're working on Cruise P38. And we gotta remember, only one more event available to these guys, otherwise they will succumb to the acid. Continue. Things are going good, we're gaining food, and we're starting to thaw people out. I just realized we should send our ships out. This is the wrong menu. We should send our ships out to go get all the food that's sitting out here. Yes. I was considering kicking one of these ships out and replacing it with another mining ship. You should go get food too. You're not doing anything right now. You could go get cryopods, but we don't have any space for those people anyway, so let's not. Oh! This is a fascinating... I just realized there's a weirdo exploit to this demand they've given me. They've demanded that the cryo center be on, right? I've turned all of the stockpiles off. So even though this thing is on and satisfying their demands, we're not thawing any people out. So if you ever get encounter this event and you're like, I really can't afford to thaw people out. I don't have enough food or population or whatever. Just shut off all of your cryopod storage. That's fascinating. We're going to turn this on.
A science ship team has completed.
Because we do want to be thawing people out. That's funny. Look at that. I've learned something new. And so have you, by way of me. Congratulations. Who learned something new? You did. As the Etimenenki paused in the cruise system, it was surprised and attacked by the Piranesi. Reports indicate colossal casualties. The UN crew was able to find a flaw in the Piranesi's defense systems and managed to mount a boarding assault. The Piranesi responded by firing its main weapon before fleeing the system. The last survivors of the attack who could not enter cryonic pods either died from the cold or slowly asphyxiated in the days that followed. Good God. What a horrible way to die. All right, and then we will check the Etimenenki's previous mission objectives. We will review the Etimenenki mission reports to learn more about its objectives. The Tiqqun should be kept in close proximity. So that'll be the last thing, and then we can finally move the Tiqqun elsewhere. Hopefully away from these body clouds that are surrounding everything. That would be nice. All right, are our ships going to get the resources that are... Oh, sure are. Look at them go. Where are you guys going? Oh, I see. You're all kind of like wandering back and forth. This is a great place to be to gather all the stuff nearby, so it's not a terrible thing to deal with. Considering everything's neutral or happy right now, I'm okay with that. Could I turn you on? Would that even help? What are we doing? We're not at 0 yet, so that doesn't help. And below 0, so... Yeah, we'll just keep you off for now. We'll actually start thawing people, that'll be good. And then we'll continue building these houses. We do have some iron stored up now. How's our... Workers have recovered? 20 out of 20 still? We could fire this guy back on, too. What would that put us at? 61? Yeah, okay. We should think about... Do you guys have spare workers? Not a lot. Maybe we shift 10 workers from Sector 2 to Sector 1. Because you need 69 and you have 86. So I think that's okay to push you back to Sector 1. Plenty of alloy storage. We could honestly... Honestly, I think I might eliminate this one. This was the least efficient one. This one's sucking out the alloy from the waste treatment center and from this guy relatively closely. This guy is really far from anything. This one's still serving this one directly, so that one's okay to keep around, I think. What I was talking about this for a second. I was thinking about unassigning one of these ships and building a new mining ship. I think I'll do that. We've got lots of polymer. I think I want to also build a new set of solar panels as well, because we're very close to the power limit now. How long have you been broken? Okay, well, let's fix the solar panel that's currently broken, and then we will, Oh, dude, you can see the bodies out there. Messed up. Can I see them out here? Not really. You can only see them when you're real close. Oh! There they are. What? That's horrible. Oh, yes, he cackles evilly.
Population transfer.
Thank you. Population has been transferred. Okay, we got a cushion there now. Not a great cushion in Sector 6 either. Only 6 spare people. So as people get thawed out, I think I'll start pushing people to Sector 6 too. You're out of iron, so we'll turn you off again. Sucking in all the food, that's good. Get us back to a nice, healthy positive.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Hallelujah. The Seagulls team believed the tanks were used for some sort of accelerated gene therapy. Holy, 120! Most of the equipment has been dismantled, but some tank functions were identified. A system for genetic reprogramming, the ability to dissolve organic material into a refined paste, delicious, and an application process for said paste to be used as a catalyst. It is unlikely that we will be able to obtain any more precise information about this technology. We discovered the ruins of the genetic facility. I've never done that before. That's astounding. Let's investigate the field operations area, because I believe this one also gives us a large amount of stuff. Team has discovered a large hangar that appears to be used for ship storage and maintenance. Examination of this area could tell us more about the purpose of the P-38 complex. Do it. Oh, we got a probe. Launch probe to here. How you guys doing on the resources? Tons still left to mine of iron. Most of the carbon is done with the first node anyway. And you still got a lot of silicon to mine, so keep on keeping on. Back inside. So now we have, okay, we have 70 power. Maybe we don't need to build the extra solar panels. Or maybe we do. I don't know.
An accident has occurred.
Ah, you idiots. I just launched the probe. All right, we're working extra hours now, of course. Ooh, I guess we'll shut you off since we're not using electronics currently. 16 people in the hospital. Come on, you idiots. Oh, these people are going to be out of the hospital fairly soon.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Fantastic. Dude, we're going to be raking in the science. Dog! We've got a dog! The production area has been gutted for several hundred meters. The huge amount of floating carcasses that has made it difficult for the team to differentiate between what is animal and what is not. Yikes. The team did find several working cryopods that have prepared these for extraction. Production seems mainly to have been galliform. I don't know what that means. Though there are signs that rarer meats were produced. I'm assuming galliform. I'm raking my brain for my old bio knowledge from college, and it's just not coming forward. Galliform. Was that fish? No. Jellyfish? I don't know. Somebody in the comments will have to tell me what galliform means. Though there are signs that rare meats were produced, the Gears team wishes to specifically note that they found a cryopod containing a dog. The owner seems to have decided that the animal's life was more important than their own. Their corpse hangs onto the pod. Aww. Sad. Provide a new home for the dog. Bypass security measures. The Gear crew will bring the dog aboard. Yeah. Screw the protocol. Give me that dog. What the dog doing?
A science ship team has completed a task.
Man, they're just chewing through all the tasks here. By powering the command center, the Foucault's team was able to extract and analyze core mission data. The Etimenenki was a UN ship initially launched to find other exoplanets. Early data logs from their voyage indicate a glaring lack of preparation to accomplish such a task. In the absence of a habitable exoplanet, they seem to have concentrated on the search for what the UN had designated as, quote, enemies of humanity. Both DOLOS and the Ashtangites, by boarding the Protagoras, the Etimenenki was able to locate Remus. Ah, so that they're the ones that, well, we knew they were the ones that effed up the Protagoras. Hello, Eden.
We have found the Piranesi signature stored in the Etimenenki's destroyed command center.
Good job.
It is a ship unlike any other in our records. A formidable opponent, now in possession of the Remus coordinates.
Great.
The eventual failure of the Tiqqun's hull is inevitable. We have no other choice but to confront the Piranesi.
Well, I figured.
Before we leave the system, we must find a way to develop an effective countermeasure strategy.
Aye, aye. So we're gonna have to fight the Piranesi at some point. We have unlocked a technology, so that's good. Here it is. A rogue spaceship. What's this? Unknown. Are people gonna get sad because of the Piranesi now? Time will tell. You guys out of the hospital yet? Nope. Not even close.
A probe has completed its scan.
Yeah, structural reconfiguration. Allowing to store more storage. Fantastic news. I think we want to start focusing on more stability. I think we go 1, and then total monitoring gives us another stability that we'd already be using. So I think I'm gonna do 1, 2, one right after the other. How much can you guys store now? What do you got? 360, nice. That's plus 30 on top of what they had before. So you can store 120? Yeah, very cool. We do have iron. All right, fire this guy back up. Get me more alloy. We're starting to eat through our alloy a bit. And I imagine it's because our EVA airlocks are barely keeping up with the hull integrity. I'm kind of thinking, eventually, not right now, and probably a little further on, I think I'll crack into another sector at some point and make that sector solely hull repair, so we can just like put like 4 EVA airlocks plus, you know, like the colonist training center, the space probe, and like a docking bay to get us. The docking bay's name is Ho Chi Minh City. Busan? I didn't know the docking bays had names. That's so weird. What is this one? Amsterdam, great. And you are Shanghai. Cool. Fascinating. I've never noticed that before. The more you know. But yeah, we could get a whole sector set up just for space. Because right now, if we look at the DLS center, we have space tier 1, which is good for hull repair. But if you get space tier 2, I think it's even better. And then maybe we could reconfigure sector 6 to be food tier 2. So then you'd have a tier 2 space, tier 2 food. That'd be pretty sick. Oops. Do we have another probe? Not yet. Hey, mining ship is more experienced. Fantastic news. All right, you guys are extracting science. You guys are extracting science. And you guys are almost done with your dog repatriation. Fantastic. Then we got an industrial zone, we've got a reactor wreckage, and we've got Cruise P-42. I think we might have found all of the... Oh, I think the storm is moving. Maybe? I feel like this is a lot closer than it used to be.
A science ship team has completed a task.
We'll see. I did not expect this decision. I would remind you that DOLOS regulations prohibit animals aboard the Tiqqun. I do postulate, however, that the animal's presence may be good for crew morale. Aye, aye. Let's go ahead and invasively breach the self-contained area. Prioritizing crew safety over any presumed survivors. Yeah, yeah. They're all dead anyway. Maybe. Or they will be soon. With the explosions that we're going to use to clear the debris. That's ruthless. Oh, that's funny. Still got food to bring back. And we got a crap ton of cryopods. I have to imagine all of these sections are gonna have a lot of cryopods in them. Hey! The team identified the area as a sealed landing bay. Once home to several craft of different sizes, signs of EKP travel were found of a type much more advanced than anything we have come across so far. The team also found traces of organic matter and blood. Some of this was salvageable, and sample analysis revealed that several species seemed to have passed through the area. All DNA samples showed structural similarity to that of humans. It seems likely that this complex was used as a test site for the introduction of species into the P-38 ecosystem. The various integrity sensors of the cruise suits as well as those of the Seagull indicate that it is necessary to repatriate the team. All right, time to leave. 204 science though. Good job, team. Well done. Oh, new probe. All right, what we got? I think we're all out of... Yeah. All of the points of interest that remain are within the storm right now. So... what we will do is just continue to look for materials here. We have to be careful with our mining ships here, because if the storm pushes even further, they're going to get engulfed fairly soon. Let's see here. So we got a lot of ice, a little bit of silicon, a lot of carbon over there. You know what? Go find this iron deposit. Yes. That's a good place. Yeah, the storm is definitely moving. I know there's a trick. So you heard it from me. There is a trick where you can, if you have 3 science ships, you can hold off on completing your points of interest until like right before the storm's about to overtake you. Oh, sick. We've learned all the other locations of the ship. I assume that's because I finished the command center. Interesting to note. Then I could have saved on some of the probes. But if you complete 3 points of interest right in a row, right before the storm overtakes you, you can actually force it to skip over top of the Tiqqun, which is kind of a neat trick. I've never done it before, and I don't quite understand it. I think what you end up having to do is to complete the Cruise P-42, the Industrial Zone Wreckage, the Collapsed Food District, and Cruise P-38, and then, or sorry, these 3 here. Then you do the Reactor Wreckage, the Destroyed Command Center, and Cruise P-38 all in a row, and that forces the storm to jump over top of you.
A probe has completed.
But I've never tried it, so I'm not sure how it would actually work.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
What I have done in the past, though, and what I probably will do this playthrough as well, is just do the old look for a planet on the other side of the storm and pick up all of my ships and then fly across. It does beat the crap out of your hull to do that, but it's easier for me to understand. All right, so this is what I don't want to finish this collapsed food district just yet. The Fakult, however, you can go over here. We've got all the signs from the destroyed command center. What I need to do, I think, is force to avoid all of these over here, and then complete these missions. Upon breaching the area, the crew of the gear discovered the corpse of a young soldier. Their diary indicates that they were partway through some type of rite of passage when the Etamanenki was attacked. They found themselves trapped in this area with some engineers. There are signs of cannibalism on the remains of the few other corpses present. Further diary entries portray an individual sinking into dementia, blaming DOLOS and the Ashtangites for the misfortunes that had befallen them and for the loss of Earth. The team was concluded that this was a place of indoctrination for the surrounding production zone workers. Remains of a statue dedicated to the glory of the Etamanenki commanders were found, as well as other art pieces aimed at condemning the enemies of humanity, DOLOS and the Ashtangites. All right, we don't want to leave just yet, because otherwise I think that's going to force the storm to jump over top of our ships here. So you keep gathering science here.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
All right, you can start this one. Scans indicate a large quantity of steel around what appears to be the wreckage of the Etimanenki's industrial zone. We have arrived at the ruined industrial zone. The view is intriguing. In addition to the general debris and bodies that float everywhere, there are large piles of previously molten metals that have solidified when the area was exposed to the vacuum of space. The zone has been ripped open and much of the interior appears to have been blown away. The structural tear extends into a storage area full of suspended yellow particles. Let's explore the industrial zone. I'm curious about the yellow particles as well. All right, I'd like to get one more probe out there, because I'd like to be able to have my mining ships do something else while they're not mining here.
A probe has been lost.
Oh! I didn't realize you could lose the probe. Fudge. Well, that sucks. Okay. Well, changed my mind. I thought the probe could fly through that. That's a new one. Silicon, and there's a crap ton of carbon right here. So why don't we hit that one? And then what we'll do is we'll move the Tiqqun. Do we have enough grid power? Yeah, plenty of grid power. Go! So we're gonna move the Tiqqun. And then I think what this will do is automatically move our ships over here? Perhaps. At the very least, you know what? Let's hit avoid. And then these guys will change their mind about what they're doing to me automatically. So let's go ahead and avoid all these. Everybody get out of the way of the storm. And then we'll finish the collapsed food production and see what happens here. Hey, new technology unlocked. That means more stability incoming very soon. Total monitoring, that's what we wanted to do. I mean, I'm cool with going for personalized instructions right after, too, to get even more food.
Entering debris field.
Is it just dead bodies? Yes. Dude, look at our food! It's so high! We might have to think about shutting off one of our crop farms for a bit. Because you guys are maxed out. You are not. You are close. Okay, we still have some spare food storage. So we'll think about it. Maybe that's for next episode to decide. Are you guys going to be safe? I feel like once they're on the other side of the command center, I'm good pulling the trigger on this.
A science ship team has completed a task.
The industrial zone itself has been devastated. Both factory, machinery, and crew were covered by flying molten metal. Ow! As depressurization occurred. As the metal solidified, grisly monuments were created. Sometimes all that remains of a body is a cracked metal shell. Cryopods found in this area have either been covered in steel or compromised. Our team was able to gather some information about the Etimanenki's production methods. Let's investigate the storage area. Alright, let's go ahead and complete this one. There it goes. Oh, all right. I'm glad I moved my ships out of the way. Good job, team. All right. I'm glad you're safe, too. Good. I didn't think about you being at a completely different location. Maybe you aren't going to be safe. Maybe it's these three. I don't know, man. Anyway, let's pause the episode there. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of... Is this safe? We'll find out. If you want to see more episodes of IXION or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!